Trained Gerastar has hit a purple patch of form and seems to have a liking for the Warwick Farm track.
Coming home strongly. She's blessed on the fence and Splendid Retreat running on with Super Revener. Gerastar in front. Sharud is second. She's blessed the fence. Star Varick with a late run from Super Revener. Gerastar in front. Star Varick, Super Revener, Splendid Retreat all try hard, but it's all to no avail. Gerastar's in great form and he does it again. Gerastar's won it from Super Revener. Photo third.
11-2 Gerastar, 15-2 Super Revener, 9-2 Splendid Retreat. Star Varick favourite at 3-1. Congratulations to Bobby Law, a good trainer. Hey Joe, my daughter's riding at a mounted games event this morning, and she's riding an old horse that Bobby Law used to train, Brits Kingdom.
Really?
Who's now 18 years of age. He's show jumping today. He used to carry those colours.
Not feeling his age then?
No, he's a marvellous old horse.
Yeah.
Half-brother to Poetic King, I believe, Tappy.
Yes, he is, out of the same mare, Holbrook Brit.
Yes, by
Grey Portal.
Correct.
Well,
You're still
What's
a
this, a
king.
quiz or something?
You're still a king.
I nearly said pass.
Now, back to this race. Gerastar putting two together at Warwick Farm, but not an overly exciting bunch of stayers there, I wouldn't think.
No, they're just the winter time, you know, just like in Melbourne this time of the year. But as I said, there's a good time for those sort of horses that can earn $1. I mean, they can't all be Group 1 horses, Joe, so it gives the opportunity for trainers and owners to earn $1.
Well, I bet a big roar went up when Light Years number went into the semaphore. You wouldn't know how many owners Light Years got, being a member of the Laurel Oak syndication. Congratulations to them all. Scott Pollard picked up a late ride here, and Lightyear dives to get up in the last stride.
He's got a beautiful run after Mastery. Lightyear follows him home. Then Black Magic and Bargain. Dylan on the inside and Mastery. Lightyear coming through in the centre. Dylan's hit the lead. Mastery's coming back and Lightyear coming through. Mastery and Dylan. Dylan, Mastery and Lightyear. Mastery, Lightyear. Lightyear flying through in the centre. Grabbed them and may have got up, but it's very tight. Lightyear, Mastery and Dylan, the three of them have hit the line.
16-1, 6-1, 15-2, juggling time, unplaced favourite, 11-4. One of Sydney's oldest apprentices at 27, Scott Pollard, rode that winner, and Joe speaks with him yesterday.
It was a late ride. I picked it up at the last minute. Dean Graville couldn't make the weight, unfortunately, but it was good luck to me. I could make the weight, so I got the ride, and things went my way, and had a lot of luck in the race, and the horse boxed them well and won.
Now, is it true that you are now Sydney's oldest apprentice?
I'd say so, yeah. It'd be a pretty good bet.
How old are you?
27.
Yeah. When did you start riding?
I started race riding 2 years ago. This Saturday I had my first ride 2 years ago.
And
So,
a late start then, I guess?
A late start, yeah. I'd only been riding for probably 6 to 12 months before that. I went to see Kevin Robinson and told him I wanted to be a jockey. He gave me a leg up and I'm still there now, and he's just done the right thing by me.
What inspired you to take up race riding?
Well, I'd never been to the races before and went to the races one day. I just seen it all go on. I thought, geez, that looks like good fun. Good fun, good hard work, and, you know, you can make a good living out of it. I thought I'd be suited to it, so I thought I'd better give it a try.
Well, judging by the smile on your face, you're pretty happy with the decision you made?
Yeah, I am. I really like it. It's really, really good.
Who are you indentured to, Scott?
To Kevin Robinson in Berry.
Yeah. And how's he been as far as an inspiration to you?
Oh, he's a very inspirational man. The whole family's just a credit to racing itself. Geez, I can't say enough about him, actually. He's really good.
Yeah, well, no one will argue with that.
Would it be fair to argue that apprentices start too early now? Are they better off starting late like Scott has?
I think definitely, Joe. I think, you know, racing's changed and, you know, young kids, I mean, they come into it at 15 or 16. A lot of them haven't even seen horses. Well, he's 20, you know, 29, I think, and, you know, and he's sort of only just getting into it now. But he's more mature. I think kids at the young age, if they're apprentice at 15, they're out of their time by 19, and they're sort of very vulnerable. They earn $1, and I think they get in the wilderness. So if they came in a bit later, I'm sure they'd be much more beneficial.
That's a very good point,
Simon rode his first Group 1 winner at the age of 16, and you must have started track work riding, what, at 13, 14 years of age?
I had my first track gallop at the age of 11, actually,
11.
Richie. Snuck onto the track there.
Do you think there's merit in waiting till maybe you finish school or something like that before you start turning your hand to, say, being an apprentice?
I believe so. Just some of the topics that Hawksy just touched on there. I think kids should be given time to mature as well with the weight scale. I mean, a lot of the kids are, okay, they're nice and light at the age of 15. It looks as though they're going to be light enough to have a career. But you'll find by the time they turn 18 to 20, they do get that. They do mature to a heavier weight, Richard, but also too the smarts as to how to handle a business and a business life. I think a lot of jockeys are very immature at the age of 15 to go into a man's world and cop the workload at that.
It takes a bit of their childhood away from them too, doesn't it?
Yeah, I did have no childhood. Oh, well, no teenagehood, so, but I'm making up for that now, I can tell you that.
You're still having
27. Yeah, we'll move on.
Who's a teenage hood?
Young
Well,
29.
Vigil did it again. Geez, a great little sprinter, this bloke, trained by Dave Matz at Taree. I think this is his 12th win over the 1,000 metre journey. He's a flying machine.
Out wide, Knights Remember running on only fairly, then Sally Magic, Mother's Gift. Guns Ablaze coming back at Vigil. Vigil just in front. Guns Ablaze kicking. Sally Magic charging late with Night to Remember. Sally Magic after Vigil. Vigil in front and fell in. Vigil's won it from a photo. Sally Magic, Night to Remember, Guns Ablaze and...
Hugh Bowman for David Matz, 15-2 Vigil, 13-2 Sally Magic and 2-1 favourite Night to Remember.
David now has some pretty ambitious plans with Vigil. He's going to line him up on Saturday at Rosehill in the Missile Stakes. And he may well step up too. He's got a terrific record, this horse. He's well tried. He's had 83 starts, but yesterday that was his 15th win. He has been an injury-plagued galloper, so probably hasn't realised his potential to the full.
I thought Night to Remember's run on that was pretty okay. It was trapped wide and ran very wide on the home turn and still kept finding something in the last little bit.
That was the name, digressing, of one of the very early movies about the Titanic,
and the
Night
best.
to Remember, with Clifton Webb.
No, you're wrong.
Am I wrong?
No, you're wrong.
God, that's twice today.
No, Titanic was Clifton Kebb. Night to Remember was Kenneth Moore.
Just back on racing for a second.
Listen, go and jump in the bay, will you?
Just back on racing for a second. Joe and John were at the races at Warwick Farm. Was that dust coming up underneath the horses' feet there in the straight, or was it just fill?
You're seeing things, Richard.
I thought it looked dusty.
Pretty patchy there, Richie.
You look at the next clip, see if you don't see a bit of dust coming up.
Dust
or fill or something.
Phil, Richard, at Warwick Farm's done a remarkable job. I mean, we've got all the Randwick meetings this year, and as I said, that's really Phil. It's there's not perhaps a lot of grass on it, but I mean, they've done a terrific job. I mean, just to keep racing on that surface. If we'd have a lot of rain, we'd be in a lot of trouble. So I mean, he's done a remarkable job to to keep racing.
Yeah.
Okay. It was very nice of you, Mr. Hawkes, to lend one of your stable jockeys to Gary Moore for the last race yesterday. Rodney Quinn rode Jabailey, a 9-1 pop, and got there in the last couple of hops.
Again, trying to get on terms. Ford Scout to the outside with Medicine. Cajun Jester kicked at the 250. He's 2 lengths in front. Medicine starting to run home resolutely. They were followed further back by Machismo, looking for a run from Ford Scout. T.O. Brave Boy late. It's Medicine moving up, hitting the lead from Cajun Jester. Jabailey, T.O. Brave Boy flying. Oh, very tight. Jabailey's through all on the inside. T.O. Brave Boy and Medicine, not sure. 3 have hit the line together.
9-1, 9-2, 60-1, and the heavily back favourite Go again at 2-1. Gosh, he was disappointing.
Rod Quinn's now got a 100% strike rate with Gary Moore. That was only his second ride for the trainer yesterday. He scored on triple header several months ago. And Rod Quinn, just quickly, John, we speak of the success of your operation, and he has really played an integral role, hasn't he, in the success?
Oh, Rodney's been there since day one, since I came there, and he's only really getting the accolades now in the last year or two that, that he's, well, he should have got. I mean, he's a hard worker, and as I said, he's one of the real horsemen. There's a lot of jockeys still now, but there's not a lot of horsemen left in the game, and he's one of the real horsemen. Yeah. So he does he has a trouble with his weight, so he's copping on both sides, so he does a remarkable job.
Terrific. Make a great trainer later, wouldn't he?
I don't know about that. I think that's going a bit too far, Tappy, so I think,
Yeah.
There's sort of not a lot of jockeys make good trainers. I mean, Pat
but if
Highland.
you had to pick one, Rodney Quinn's the sort of horseman, as you said. He's a student, isn't he?
Oh, there's no doubt about that. But I still don't think he's the trainer type. That's just my opinion. Nope.
Yeah. I'll have a little side bet with you.
Any time you like, sir.
Okay.
Time to take a break on Racing Retro. As we go to a break, let's check out Hand Pass. Carried a big weight yesterday and just ran them off their legs at the meeting at Cheltenham yesterday. Back with more in a moment.
Pass inside the 200. He put 4 lengths on them. Major Wilkes to second with Apt to Go, and running on then was Clay Fighter and Ticket to Rome late. But Hand Pass under his big weight still got a good break. He's 3 or 4 in front, and Hand Pass will lead from Go to Woe. Tight second.
Two-year-old of the year honours are always keenly contested and hotly debated. Have your say. Who will win the crown in 2000? Will it be Super Filly Belle de Jour, a 4-time winner who was just denied in the Magic Millions, then produced the run of the year in the world's richest 2-year-old race?
Lane cleared and they're set for the Amy Golden Slipper. They're racing and Belle de Jour came up in the air.
After blowing the start, the Rose Hill crowd toasted a vintage filly who claimed Golden Slipper glory, while the fans drank more than racing hype. Free beer on offer for this Belle's Slipper win.
And here's the winner. Crown Glory starting to storm home with Belle de Jour. Belle de Jour's got the run with Crown Glory. Belle de Jour hit the lead, and one of the great wins in the Golden Slipper after bungling the start. She's won it from Crown Glory. What a performance. Third's a photo.
And what a story for battling Caulfield trainer John Salinitri, whose team had plenty to cheer in the season's first juvenile Group 1 with Road to Success in the Blue Diamond.
Road to Success, the leader though, kicked out by 2 lengths. Madigan out very wide is starting to come home, and then Pont Flyer, but it's Road to Success in front down on the inside. She's tired, holding on and wins. Road to Success has won the diamond. Photo for the miners, either Pont Flyer, wide out Mannington and Lord Dane on the rail. They were clear then of Dashing Granada, and back behind those were Sparks and Operettas.
Road to Success clinched 2 stakes wins. Assertive Lad was one of the best travelled youngsters. After 2 wins in Sydney, the son of Zedative demolished his Magic Millions rivals in what would prove a strong form race.
At the 200, Belle de Jour and Assertive Lad, they've come away. Phoenix Park can't quite get to them. Rapid Man running home. Assertive Lad is the leader. Belle de Jour trying hard to get to it, but it's Assertive Lad in front, close to home, and Assertive Lad wins the millions from Belle de Jour. Third, probably Rapid Man in front of the fast finishing Paradiddle.
The final contender, Queensland's Winter Pin-Up, the $1 million aspirant who rose to fame in the time-honoured TJ Smith.
Show a Heart dashed to the front at the 200 metres mark and sprinted away. Chicky in second spot, then Rapid Man followed by Adjudicator, but it's all Show a Heart with 100 metres left to go, and he's going to bolt in the TJ Smith. And Show a Heart, look at Lady Mulan making up ground for second, but Show a Heart won by 6 lengths.
Show a Heart won the hearts of race fans with his 3 stakes wins, 1 win shy of a record $1 million bonus. 4 contenders for Australia's 2-year-old of the season. 4 different juveniles who together netted more than $4.5 million.
And your opportunity to vote for the 2-year-old horse of the year for, you just phone this number, 1902 555 981 for any of the 4. Belle de Jour, press 1. Road to Success, 2. Assertive Lad, 3. And press 4 if your choice is Show a Heart. And we'll announce the 2-year-old People's Choice Award winner next week on Racing Retro. Right, time to have a look at the meeting yesterday at Eagle Farm in Brisbane, and with his review, here's Larry Olsen.
It was Tats Day at Eagle Farm, where the weather was fine, the track was fast. Glenn Collis increased his lead in the premiership to 10 by winning the first on Rainbow Ribbons. Rainbow Ribbons at 9-1, beat Chinese Princess also at 9-1. Canadian Comet third at 12-1 with Bucolic, a 2-1 favourite.
Chinese Princess is just in front of Rainbow Ribbons. Bucolic just seemed to lose her position there. She's under a bit of pressure now. Tatar on the outside coming after the leaders, followed by La Philomene and then Sarinsk. Chinese Princess is in front with 200 metres to go. Rainbow Ribbons trying hard to get to her. Bucolic's got nowhere to go. Now he swings her across the heel. She's coming to the outside. Canadian Comet running on. Rainbow Ribbons in front of Chinese Princess. They hit it. Rainbow Ribbons. Rainbow Ribbons has just beaten either Chinese Princess or Canadian Comet.
Well, Len Hill won the second on Wild Toss. Len Hill doesn't often come to town, but when he does, he usually makes his mark. Wild Toss, trained by John Wilcox, started at 6-1. Celtic Revenge, 14-1. Mighty Hope third at 33-1. was Sunset, the unplaced favourite at 7-4.
Mighty Hope is just behind them. Down the outside is Sunset, and Celtic Revenge is coming home solidly as well. Byrne goes for the whip now on Virgo's Dream. He's still a length in front. Timbergrove can't go on. Celtic Revenge and Wild Toss down the outside is storming home now. Virgo's Dream in front of Celtic Revenge, and Wild Toss is swamping them on the outside. Yes, Wild Toss is going to get up. Wild Toss first, Celtic Revenge second. Mighty Hope might be third, then Ellie.
Well, the third race in the program levelled up the premiership for the horse stable with Gerald Ryan. Bold was a winner. It bowled straight to the front by Michael Carl. It started at 9-2. Mr. Swift was second at 15-2, and Blue Poet 14-1. The unplaced favourite was Captorino at 5-2.
Heading for the judge, 450 metres to go. Bold is just in front of Silver Page. Coming to the outside now, Captorino. He's putting in his burst. Grand Chariot's going with him and going a bit better than him, and Blue Poet's coming home strongly on the extreme outside. Captorino's the first beaten. Bold's kicked on the inside. Bold just in front of Silver Page and Blue Poet, followed by Grand Chariot and then Mr. Swift, but Bold booted away from them again with 100 metres to go, and he's home. It's Bold spearing straight to the wire to win it well. He's won by 2 lengths. Mr. Swift got second. Third, Blue Poet maybe, just in front of Grand...
Race 4 in the program also went to Glenn Collis, who ensured that his premiership was well and truly in the bag. This gave Glenn the double for the day. Miss Sian, 15-4 favourite, beat Le Phantom 14-1, and Lord Mariachi third at 5-1.
Nova under a little bit of pressure, on length away third. Vorton under pressure, fourth on the rails, then Lord Mariachi, followed by Lord Coventry. Lauderdale pauses a mile back and under extreme pressure, then Don Lani. Le Phantom hit the front, 300 metres to go, snuck away from Campbell's Kingdom. Nova's still there. Here comes Miss Sian. She's storming down the outside. Le Phantom in front. Miss Sian is going to Le Phantom. Miss Sian, hands and heels by collar, shot straight past Le Phantom, and away she goes at the end. Miss Sian, she goes to the post and wins easily. Second, Le Phantom, and third, Lord Mariachi.
Well, one of the feature races on the program was race 5, the Country Cup, and of course this went to Hot Secret, ridden by Matthew Bennett and trained by Dwayne Smith. He sat on the pace and was too strong for him. Hot Secret started at 7-2, Royal Phantom at 8-1, and Moringa's Mandrake at favourite at 15-8.
Heading for the judge, Royal Phantom in front. Hot Secret coming after him pretty quickly on the outside, and he's cruising at the moment. Hot Secret, where's the Mandrake? He's still back about third last. It's Hot Secret going to the lead from Royal Phantom, 250 metres to go. He broke away Hot Secret. He's going like a winner. A length in front of Royal Phantom, followed by Shilako to third, and Moringa's Mandrake is storming home down the outside, but the bird has flown with 100 metres to go. It's all Hot Secret. Hot Secret well clear of Royal Phantom, and look at this fellow getting home, Mandrake on the outside, but Hot Secret's won by 2 lengths. Fado finished second and third. Royal Phantom or Moringa's...
Probably the best betting race of the day went to the Mitrbite Handicap, and of course this went to the outsider, Swirler, ridden by Justin Stanley and trained by Roy Dawson. Swirler started at 33-1, beat Real Force at 3-1 favourite, and the Wreck was third at 25-1.
He circles nicely Butch Western, and he leads by 3/4 of a length on Swirler, who's coming after him. Maltese Power third, then Nazkama. Real Force is back behind them under a little bit of pressure. The Wreck to the outside, Regal, Tycoon and Tobacco next. Butch Western kicked, but Swirler's just about got him. Swirler went to the lead from Butch Western. It's Swirler about a neck in front of Butch Western, followed by Real Force, who's up to third now. Then the Wreck running on fairly well on the outside. It's Swirler in front there, drawing to the line. Swirler's going to get home here. Real Force second, the Wreck third, Butch Western fourth. Followed in by Maltese Power.
Race 7 on the program went to the listed Tattersall's Mile. It was won by She's Academic. Now, she was galloped on badly throughout the race, and her career looks in doubt. She's Academic, 13-2, beat Dapples at 7-1, and Jimboomba Jack third at 16-1. The unplaced favourite was Seabreeze at 7-2.
Heading for the judge, and the Greys kicked again. It's Arabia Magic moving away almost a length in front of Seabreeze, but Seabreeze is coming after him again. Seabreeze is limbing up on the outside of Arabia Magic. He's got his nose in front. She's Academic down the outside is running on. Forgotten Hero is just behind them. Then Mugai. Here comes She's Academic. She raced up past Seabreeze, got to a clear leader. Now Dapples. Dapples is flying home. She's Academic in front. Dapples is going to it with every bound. Oh, close. She's Academic or Dapples. Nothing in it. Photo finish. Third over the line, maybe.
Well, John, she certainly made the step up.
Yeah, she certainly did, Larry. It was a very nice win today. Unfortunately, she got galloped on in the running, and hopefully it didn't look like it's slashed the tendon, but there's a lot of damage done there.
Where did this happen, John?
I pretty well felt her get dragged down 50 metres after the start. She's one of those fillies, she's inclined to hang in a little bit, and she sort of raced a little bit skew-if, and I felt she got dragged down early, so I'm pretty sure that's where it happened.
Yes, she still hit the line. She showed a lot of determination.
She did. She certainly did. She showed tremendous fight and courage, particularly seeing I felt that she was injured early in the race, so it was a tremendous win under the circumstances.
The best back runner of the day came in the last race when Artique was backed in from 5-1 to 11-4. Ridden by Gary Palmer and trained by Gary Rafter, Artique started at 11-4, Relenza second at 15-4, and It's Grand third at 4-1.
Lily's Baby leads by 3 lengths on Artique, followed by It's Grand, who's working to the outside and coming into it strongly. Then Rulenza Road, Keep Rising, and Tornado Prince. Further back, Nightmares, who's hooked to the extreme outside, but she's still 8 lengths off this leader, Lily's Baby. Lily's Baby in front, 200 metres to go, but Artique is claiming quickly on the outside. It's Grand is a length away third, then Rulenza Road. Artique swept away from Lily's Baby with 100 metres to go, and Artique's going to get the prize. Rulenza Road is charging home on the outside late, but Artique got the money. Rulenza Road might be second in front of It's Grand. And
my horse to follow out of yesterday's meeting is Artique. I think he has the makings of a lovely 3-year-old. I'll be back next Sunday after the final meeting of the season when we have John Hawkes and Gerald Ryan vying for premiership honours. See you soon.
Yes, indeed. Good on you, Larry. Thank you very much. Just before we go any further, would be very remiss of us not to pass on the news, if you don't already know it, of the passing of someone very special in racing during the week, John.
Graham, I know I speak on behalf of all of us here and the Australian racing world in expressing our deep sympathy on the passing of June Mully on the Gold Coast during the week, wife of 54 years to legendary jockey Athol George Mully. The marriage attracted a lot of media attention in 1946 at the height of Burnborough's golden sequence of 15 consecutive wins. George Mully was the toast of Australian racing, and his bride, June Dando, was one of the true belles of the Racing Society here in Sydney. To David, Keith, Ricky, Michelle and Kim, who flew from Phoenix, Arizona to attend the funeral on Friday, and to all of the grandchildren, we extend our most heartfelt sympathy on the loss of June Mully.
Yeah, someone very special. God bless June. John, again, congratulations on behalf of all of us here at Racing Retro and Sky, and thank you so much for coming in the show to, well, help celebrate the occasion.
Thanks, Grant. It was a pleasure.
And you've got a big weekend next weekend, as Larry alluded to there, with the Brisbane Premiership.
Yeah, we're level now, so it's, you know, the pupil and the master, so hopefully I come out on top, but he's a very good trainer, Gerald, so, and, but, you know, I'm going to make him earn it. If he beats me, he's going to earn it, so it's 2 more days to go, so it'll be interesting.
It certainly will. And Richard, would you like to say goodbye to Hawksy?
No, good effort, John. Good effort, John. You trained 306 winners, so I do admire that. And the only reason that Johnny and I can stick it into each other for the whole show is we are good mates, and we've been doing it for, what, 15 years, John?
Maybe a bit longer, Richard, maybe a bit longer.
We're not about to stop yet, we hope.
We say, well, I mean, that's what life's all about, Rich.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Righto. Thanks again, John. OK, we're about to take a break on Racing Retro. As we go to a break, we're going to check out a feature race at Albion Park during the week, the Winter Cup. And let's roll tape and check out the winner. And it was none other than Short Model.
Winged Runner, the pinger. Here comes Short Model. Short Model, there's the first surprise. Leads the way out of the straight. Or Bagheera Afala going out of the straight. He's injured. And Short Model by 2.5. Winged Runner, 3 to Hypo Havoc. Then came Son of Iron, Patient General, Mystical Gem, and the last one is the other one, Casual David. Down the side, Short Model. They won't get him. 3 in front of Winged Runner is now starting to close, and further back was Patient Model. Short Model is the leader up the straight. The Pattersons win the cup. Short Model from Winged Runner, third Patient.
Pelican Rama joined by Triple A Rose, Dancing on Moonlight trying to come at Triple A Rose. Triple A Rose in front, Dancing on Moonlight 2 metres away. Triple A Rose still in front though, the great filly. Triple A Rose is queen. Triple A Rose won it, beat Dancing on Moonlight and All Eyes on Me. Then Black and Blue.
Yeah, she's a good filly, that one. Triple A Rose, trained and driven by Teddy Demler. Right, let's check out In the Gig tonight at 6:30 with Ryan and Sam. Special guest leading New South Wales trainer Chris Robinson, I think that would be.
Oh, of course,
yeah. Chris and
Robinson. Yep.
Terry Robinson. of the Kevin Robinson clan. Feature story on Sammy DiFrancesco and the latest news from around Australia. That's on In the Gig tonight at 6:30. Catching Pen at 7:30, a review of the Young Star Classic Heats, a story on the recently sold Boom Greyhound Brett Lee for phenomenal figures, and the latest news from around Australia as well. That's in the Catching Pen at 7:30. The horses to follow, the Black Bookers from us. I've gone for Night to Remember. John's gone for Viva La Vie. Joe Kaipera. John Hawkes, Bucolic. A little unlucky yesterday in Brisbane. Richard Friedman, Kashkai. Simon Marshall, Prince Benbara, and Larry, as you heard, has gone for RT. And that's it for the show. Again, our special thanks to John Hawkes for coming on, and to Simon and Richard in Melbourne. Thanks, fellas. You can go inside and rug up.
Oh, it's a beautiful sunny day here, but it is very, very chilly.
Yeah, it is.
I'd just, on a sadder note too, Graham, I'd like to pass on my deepest and heartfelt sympathy too. This morning I received some unfortunate news that a dear little friend of mine by the name of Jade Weesey lost a battle with cancer at the Royal Children's Hospital at 3 a.m. this morning. And I'd just like to send out my sentiments on behalf of the greyhound world to Stan and Sandra, and also Jade's sister Jasmine and brother Nathan. It was a great loss.
Huge fan of racing, wasn't she?
She was, and well, it really touched me in a big way, Richard.
Yeah, I know Simon, he won't say it himself, but he spent a lot of time and devoted a lot of attention to Jade. It's a big loss for Simon.
Yeah.
Simon, I really feel for you, mate, because I know what you've been going through and how close you are to young Jade, and that's a shock to me after our conversations over the past 3 or 4 days, and it has been a very sad week in a lot of ways, particularly for you.
Yeah.
And for the family, we all pass on our condolences there. That really has shocked me, mate, really.
Yep. Thanks,
Okay,
Jez.
champ, and you take very special care. You too, Rich, thank you.
Thanks, mate.
And on that sad note, Joe, catch you at the same time next week.
Okay.
See you, mate.
And
Bye,
to
Joe.
you, John, what has been a very sad ending, I must say. That has really knocked me for six, that news. And thank you for your company. We hope to have your company at the same time next week when we present another edition of Racing Retro. Bye for now.